What's up, beautiful people? Good to see you yet again. We're going to be doing a song that I love by Coldplay. It's called Fix You. I'm a Coldplay fan, a Coldplay lover, and I'll probably stay that way. I love all kinds of different music, from gospel to pop, dance. I just love music. So anyway, let's jump right into it. The order of this song goes intro, two verses, chorus, intro, verse again, chorus, MI for musical interlude, B for bridge, C for chorus again, and E for ending. The numbers of the song are chords 1 and 3, then 6 and 5, and you'll notice that we have two bar lines encasing both chords 1 and 3, as well as encasing chords 6 and 5. And if you take a look, that means chord number 1 is going to be held for about 2 beats. Chord number 3 is going to be held for 2 beats. Chord number 6 is going to be held for a couple of beats, and so is chord number 5. And the verse, all the verses are, the verse and the intro are basically the same, except for the intro happens a couple of times. The verse happens 4 times. That chord 1 and 3, chord 6 and 5, that happens 4 different times instead of 2 times for the verses. And for the chorus, we have chord number 4. Then we have chord 1 over 3. Now, 1 over 3 means we do chord number 1 on top with the bass note 3 in the bottom. So it goes chord over bass, right hand over left hand. In fact, we'll show you real quick. Here's chord number 1. We're in the key of E flat, by the way, and here is the E flat major scale. Here's the first chord in the key of E flat, the second chord, third chord, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, first again. Here it is again. Chord number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So here's chord number 1 in the key of E flat, and when we do 1 over 3, we do chord number 1 with bass note 3. So that's 1 over 3. That's what I mean by 1 over 3. Right hand over left hand, chord over bass, top of the bottom. So, and when you do that chord number 4, you're actually going to be holding that, instead of for 2 beats, you're going to be holding that chord number 4 for 3 beats, and that chord 1 over 3 for just 1 beat. Just keep that in mind. You don't have to, we don't have to write that out for right now, but just keep that in mind. Everything else, that's the only place where the timing is a little bit different. Everywhere else, when you see 2 chords inside of a measure, you hold both of those for basically 2 beats. And normally that's going to be the case as you work with the Gordon method system. So 5, suspended 4, then we have 5 for that chorus, and that chorus happens 3 times, that little section. Then we do the musical interlude, which happens a couple of times, and we have the bridge, which has basically the same chords for both parts of that bridge, except for there's the second part of that bridge has 1 chord that's different, and we'll get to that in just a moment. So let's get right into it. You may remember Fix You. There's a very popular talent show, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but they always sing it at the end. I think it's America's Got Talent, but I could be wrong. They sing it at the end, and it's so sad because when you try your best and you don't succeed, goes so perfectly for the people who try their best with their talent and don't make it. It's so sad. But anyway, lovely song. Let's get right into it. So we have chord number 1, chord number 3, chord number 6, chord number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're doing all of these in the root position. That's the intro and the verse. Now we're going to do the chorus. It goes chord number 4. Lights, 1 over 3, 5 suspended, 4 and 5. Does that again, 4 and I will try to fix you. Okay, then it does that musical interlude part, which is chord number 1, 3, 4, chord number 4, 2, 3, 4, chord number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. So the musical interlude and the bridge, all of that is almost exactly the same. And we'll just do this song beginning to end the entire time. But before we do that, we'll introduce or we'll remind you of one more idea. Instead of me playing all of these in the root position, I'm going to be playing these in their closest inversion. And you may remember that from a previous lesson that this E flat major chord, which consists of E flat, F, and B flat, is an E major chord no matter what order the notes are in, as long as you have E flat in the bass. So here is E flat, and here's the first inversion of E flat, the second inversion of E flat, back to the root position, an octave higher. First inversion, second inversion, root position, a second octave higher. So that shouldn't be a surprise to you because we've already done that. So, these are, I'm going to use close inversions for this song and just play it all the way through, mistakes and all. So feel free to follow along with me if you can. Here is the intro. When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse. He has an incredible falsetto. And the tears come streaming down your face when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. We'll do that verse. You know, I may have done that in the wrong order, so we do a couple of verses there, the chorus and interlude. Yeah, so we do the interlude. It may do that once or twice, but we did the musical interlude part. So let's go back to that verse 3. And high up above, down below, when you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Back to the interlude part. And there's this dude wailing on the guitar. He sounds wonderful. He's doing this really cool stuff. But I don't have the guitar here. Does that musical interlude again. I did the wrong chord. So here's that musical interlude again, and then we're going to go to the bridge. Here's that bridge. It goes. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face, and I does it again. Tears stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from my mistakes. Tears stream down your face, and lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Lovely song. I made mistakes, but you were able to, hopefully you were able to keep up with me, and that is the song. These songs are so simple. And remember, just like we said before, feel free to make these songs your own. You don't have to play it like I played it. We use the 3 basic ideas for putting meat on the bones of a skeleton. And that is to play with the chord, to play with the notes of the chord, and to play with the scale. So if we play with the chord, that's what we were mainly doing for 1. We were just hitting that chord every single beat. All of those are different ideas of just playing with the chord. I mean, and it can be as simple as just hitting the chord once or just hitting it twice. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the second idea is to play with the notes of the chord. So when I play this chord, any of these notes are safe, so we can do. Just hit one note. Couple of notes. Here's an arpeggio pattern. I know you've seen that before. Downward arpeggio. Up and down arpeggio. That's me hitting the wrong chord. Okay, and me cheating, throwing in a different pattern. So anyway, so play with the chord, the notes of the chord, and to play with the scale, meaning that you're in the E flat major scale. So any of those notes are safe for you to hit, which means after I hit that chord, just hit one of those notes, any of them. But it's got to be inside of that key. Here's a couple of notes. You can even do that was nothing but a scale that I threw in between the chords, and it sounds so good. You'd be surprised at how many people use that idea. So make the song your own. In fact, let me play around with it. Tears stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from my mistakes. Tears stream down your face, and So anyway, lots of different ideas to work with the song. Play with the chord, the notes of the chord, and the scale. But Coldplay kept it real simple. I mean, they just... And sometimes that's all it takes. Just keep it real simple. You don't have to impress anybody. There's a wonderful quote that I learned from, I can't even remember who said it. I think it was probably Jim Rohn, who learned it from his teacher, Earl Schoaf, one of my favorite teachers. Jim Rohn is one of my favorite teachers. And he said that learn to express, not to impress. Don't worry about impressing anybody with how good you are. Just learn to express your heart. Share your heart through your music, and you can't go wrong. So it's been good to be with you, and I can't wait to see you next time.